You look like cotton candy.
When sisters Nina and Naya play Barbies, they each choose a doll.
I liked that it had curly hair like me.
Nina is the older sister. She's 10.
We don't really give them names. They just have our names when we choose them.
Naya is 4.
Don't you like my beautiful dress?
We have a whole lot of different Barbies.
A whole lot. A whole lot.
Nina and Naya are of mixed race. Their mom is black, their dad white.
Ah, here it is.
Nina pulls out a light-skinned black Barbie with short, closely cropped hair. You can put a wig on it, but she says she likes the doll better without the wigs.
When she has the hair off, she kind of has the same skin color as my mom and the same hair color and the same hair length.
Nikki and Noel Helms are the girls' parents.
We try and choose dolls that represent the people in our house, so that's why some of them have red hair and some of them are darker skinned and some of them are longer hair, shorter hair, caramel colored. There's different skin tones and different hair textures that are happening as much as we can find.
These are pajamas.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
They need to see themselves reflected in the toys that they play with as well as their family.
This is Princess Tiana.
Today, the Helms are able to find dolls of different ethnicities and colors. 10 years ago, it would have been harder. 100 years ago, practically impossible. Back then, if you wanted to give your child a black doll that wasn't an offensive, caricatured version of blackness, you had to make the doll yourself.
It's a fascinating look into our past. I think the social history of the time.
Christine Knoke is chief curator at the Mingei Museum, where 125 handmade black dolls are on view. Many date back to the 1800s. There are male and female dolls. Some are dressed in fancy clothes, others in plain dresses or work clothes. They are made with scraps of materials and cloth.
We have early seersucker, velvets, lace. There would have been remnants used, so from perhaps a sewing project, perhaps curtains, old clothing, aprons.
The doll's eyes are stitched or made with buttons. In some cases, a coconut was used for a head. Their hair is made with everything from yarn to animal fur. The materials help date the dolls, but we don't know much about who made them, says Rebecca Plant, a professor of history at UCSD.
I think in the vast majority of cases we can assume these are African American women who are making these dolls, and they're probably making these dolls for family members.
In some cases, though, the dolls could have been made by black women for the white children they took care of. Vintage photographs in the exhibit show white children holding black dolls, often lovingly. But Plant says not to read too much into that. Dolls inspire affection, but they are also props for children to dramatize the world around them.
And we have examples of that in memoirs where abolitionists would write about seeing their children or other white children play with black dolls and enacting scenes of racial violence and racial abuse. Children, they play, they reenact the social situation that they perceive. So I think we can assume that scenes of dominance were part of this play.
The dolls on view at the Mingei belong to collector Deborah Neff. She's been building her collection for 20 years. She says she's drawn to the dolls' expressiveness. They represent resourcefulness and craftsmanship against great odds. And she says they were cherished.
A child in the 19th century could very well have one doll, one toy, one possession, nothing else. So the importance of making them is, to me, really profound.
San Diegan Kara Mark recently spent a couple of hours walking through the exhibit. Her family is from the South.
It was very touching. Actually, I thought it was a little bit sad. I got a little weepy at some parts. Just all the history that's attached to the dolls.
Mark believes it's healthy for children of color to have black and brown dolls.
I think it helps with maybe a child's self-esteem, and that they'll feel okay, that it's okay to look the way they do, and they'll be more comfortable with themselves.
Black Dolls is on view through July 5th at the Mingei International Museum in Balboa Park. Angela Carone, KPBS News.